The Copperhead Metal Detecting live stream is proudly sponsored by We Dig Metal Detectors. Offering all major brands, We Dig Metal Detectors is known throughout the metal detecting community for great customer service, pricing, and knowledge. Since 2017, We Dig Metal Detectors has been helping veterans and newcomers with all their detecting needs, from pinpointers and professional detectors to walk-through security systems and law enforcement wands. We Dig Metal Detectors has you covered. Visit www.wedigmetaldetectors.net today. Service, speed, knowledge, no compromises.
Here we
What's
go.
up? What's up? What's up?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, don't forget wedigmetaldetectors.net. We have the Andy O'Neill sitting in with us again tonight. He is lucky enough to get to join us almost every week now because it seems like someone has to jump out. So, hi Andy. What's up, dude?
Hello. Y'all doing
Hey,
okay?
and unfortunately, we were supposed to have Terry on tonight, but I think he had some sort of medical issue, maybe an allergic reaction to some medication. So he had to go to the hospital, actually. So let's all wish him well. I'm sure we'll have him on in the future, but he wasn't sure if he was going to get home in time, and we didn't want to see him all swelled up. And, you know, I don't know what kind of allergic reaction he had, but we'd rather have him get healthy, and then we'll have a good long hour chat with him. So we got Jerry from the Brotherhood sitting in. Hey, Jerry, what's up? Dude?
What's up, Jerry?
What's up, Jerry?
So we got a good group in tonight. The regular crowd. How's everybody doing tonight? So really, there's no guest. You're just looking at our ugly mugs, and we're gonna be chatting and just shooting it away and talking to you guys. I hope that sounds okay.
A casual evening of smooth metal detecting jazz.
Yeah, it's the we'll do some ASMR halfway through it or something like that. Joe's already fallen asleep, so that's a good start. Here we go.
Got coffee. I saw it.
Sometimes
So, how's everybody going? Did you guys get out and metal detect this weekend or what? I know we did. Well, at least Joe and I did. Eric, did
Yeah.
you guys get out?
Yeah, me and Jerry got out for a couple hours.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, how'd it go? Or what'd you guys find?
Snagged me a 1900 Indian. And, Dandy.
Okay.
Entry. There we go.
And a dandy. That's good. That's good. So we got Jerry. Did you find anything?
No, nothing.
It
was
so
so
Eric
quiet.
got you.
It was so
Eric
quiet.
got you by a
at
coin
least
and
you're
a
being
dandy.
truthful.
My ox is better.
Actually, we went a day before, and it was, and he's looking at the clouds. He's like, "Wow!" He says, "No rain. It's not gonna come this way." 5 minutes later, whoosh, pouring. Ran to the car, dropped my phone. I lost my phone. I'm like, "Eric, I lost my phone." We're running back to get our phone. Oh, it's a horror. It was a horror.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it's anybody, Andy will tell you. Hey, they make those metal detectors waterproof.
Waterproof,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Thank
More
you.
so than phones these days.
So I will tell you this, Joe and I got out to a secret location, but it was a really fun hunt this weekend. We got a good video coming out. But we did an old Boy Scout camp. So Eric, you know a lot about the Boy Scout camps, man, because you guys have hit an old one quite a bit, and it just keeps on producing.
Yeah.
And I mean, when's the last time you guys have gone out there?
Jerry went out there. Jerry, when did you go out last?
Oh, when I went out last, when I got the chiggers,
You got bit
really
up.
bad, really bad.
Oh,
Oh my god, my
That's the worst.
butt, everything. Oh,
this is the
bad.
season for the bugs, man. They're all over.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh.
Yeah, the grass was a little high there.
Were you able to pull any silvers the last time?
I found a silver coin actually on the road part.
That's
Really?
insane to me that it keeps on producing.
What did I
But-
tell you about the roads in the past, Trey?
Yeah. So
What
I mean,
what were you running? Was
Oh,
was it you were you running the 4 kilohertz? So I think Eric was.
I was going back and forth actually.
That's
you were
cool.
trying not
That's
to
cool.
4
I was
kilohertz.
trying to see the difference between them. 4K does really go a little deeper.
That's exciting to hear. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, but it was just
Now let me ask you this, in case anybody's wondering: 4 kilohertz. Now, is that supposed to be better for silver, or is that supposed to be better for gold, or what are you looking for with the 4 kilohertz?
I think it's more like for coins actually.
Yeah.
More
So-
for coins.
Well, it's a
I
deeper
heard-
mode. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
For
the
depth.
lower the frequency, the deeper the
Right.
machine goes. The higher frequency, the better you're able to find those
I-
small, those
Yeah,
small
exactly.
gold pieces and such like that. So, but you
Yeah.
lose depth. So,
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, and maybe I don't know if any of you guys know this, but with those lower frequencies, I know the wavelengths are a lot longer. They're not as tight. Do you have to change up your swing type when you change to a 4 kilohertz like that? Because there's a lot of people that are using the Equinox in the chat, so I didn't know if it could help people trying to update.
It's the same swing basically, and actually when
Yeah.
you're on 4K, it basically picks up everything. So you're basically looking at the numbers on the machine.
Yeah, I heard all the tones sound the same pretty much. You gotta look at the BDI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe,
They're all high tone.
fix your mic, buddy.
Yeah, man. I think you're talking from the moon or something.
Your AirPods.
You.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
there you
maybe
go.
adjust your AirPods a little. It's coming through a little rough.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. That's
Oh.
better. That's better.
Finally, the one time I talk, nobody can hear me. That's perfect.
Hey, you hear that, Mark?
It was
That's
his
more
plan.
words than all the other streams combined. So there we
basically
go.
a
Oh, look,
soliloquy.
Nancy's in there tonight too. She just popped in. I didn't even see her.
Hey, Nancy, how are you?
What's up, Nancy?
Tyler, how's it
Pretty
going,
good
man?
squad back in here tonight.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
Tyler,
so Joe and I, he brought me up and we did the Boy Scouts camp, and it was a good time. It was
Great
mostly
time.
in the woods, which was tough. I don't know about you guys, but wood swinging is one of my least favorites, just because I like to do the fields where you can swing as wide as you want, but I'm hitting.
Trey got tired before I did. It was great.
I'm hitting stumps. I'm hitting rocks. I'm hitting
short swing and
branches.
Bumper cars.
I don't care how heavy your machine is or light it is. Short swinging is rough.
Up.
It
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah, it sucks, and it really wears down your arm. But we were at this camp. It's early 1900s, all the way up into the 70s when it shut down, and the potential there is just out of this
Amazing.
world. So it's going to be a perfect spot when we're talking about when it gets colder in October and the fall, and then even in the winter. It's going to be a good spot because the ground's going to be frozen a lot slower than some of the fields that we go out to. So it's another option to go to. But of course, let me tell you this: we hunt all day. I find a couple silvers. Joe finally grabs a silver. I think did you have a silver before I went?
I had
Yeah, we find some good stuff. A lot of Boy Scouts memorabilia, that sort of stuff from that same time period. But of course, and I don't know, let me know in the chat if you think this is the case. But as soon as I leave, I think I was set up because as soon as I leave, Joe hits silver after silver after silver, barber quarter, walking Liberty half dollar, dime, 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 dime. So I think he set me up. He said, okay, you go, you got to go do work, blah, blah, blah. And then actually went to the actual good spot.
What did I say before you left? What did I
Huh?
say? What did I say before I left? You
You
hate
said, yes. Yeah, exactly. You did say that. So. But so that's going to be a good video coming out, and it's going to be probably a good series because we'll definitely go there multiple times. That's for sure.
I had to give you guys a jump start on it before I pillaged over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's for sure.
exactly.
You're all
Huh?
quaking in
That's for
fear.
sure.
but
Mike the
I'm
sneak
coming.
snake. Gonna go
Got
pull
all
out all
the
the
shit.
goodies.
Yeah. I'll take all the gold coins that are there. I don't know.
I just
Somebody
put
comes
a,
over
a
at my
demo
I
of
came
a
in and
frequency
wiped
up
us
there.
out.
There is going to be a ton of silver there. Just got to find the spots.
I'm
Oh,
excited
yeah.
to get up there.
For sure, for
Mhm.
sure. So, I don't know. What's the plans for the weekend? What do we got going on?
I don't know. I'm hoping maybe a Monday hunt. That could be good.
No, yeah.
Get out
I
Monday.
took Tuesday and Wednesday off, so I'm hoping to go out and
You
do a
dog.
little extra digging.
There
So.
we go. Okay.
That's for sure. Are you guys going out, Eric?
I don't know. Maybe looking at maybe Saturday or Sunday, right, Jer?
More like Sunday, maybe. Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
even
we'll-
Saturday.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We got to find a spot. That's all.
I'm going to go to the Boy Scout camp all by myself again, Trey.
Yeah, listen. Hey, by the way, at this Boy Scout camp, I saw my first live
Porcupine. And then I almost stepped on
Oh,
it after
really?
you left. Yeah,
Your
man. It was
first- Your first porcupine?
a little baby porcupine.
in the wild. I see him in the zoos, man, not in Connecticut.
Yeah, never seen it in
up
a
up
while.
the stretch of 84 from like North Jersey up through Northeast PA all the way or whatever, however 84 runs like that. I used to see them crossing. I've hit a porcupine in my life, and that you stick into the plastic in the front of the vehicle. I will attest to that.
That
but
was
not
the first thing me and Trey found actually in our tour.
That's pretty cool. They're a neat
That's
creature.
cool. Yeah, they are pretty cool. It was a little baby one. It was kind of
So
cute.
one of the
I tried
only
to get
things
a
that
picture.
eats them is a pine marten. It flips them on their belly so they can get into it.
And then Trey left, and that was the first spot I went after he had left, and I almost stepped on him. He was still sitting there, little baby. Scared the hell out of
The,
me.
one,
Oh,
the
man.
wonder said they see them all the time there in Michigan.
Yeah, not in Connecticut. Pretty rare.
Yeah. Well, we were out in the middle of nowhere, so I mean, it only
Yeah, we
makes
were.
sense. And there were
Yeah.
bear out there. Well, we didn't see any bears, but there's quite a few.
Bear, there was moose there. Yeah.
So.
Crazy. I don't know, has that, I've never. Have we ever run into a bear? Well, we've been out. I haven't. I don't know about anyone out there. I mean, I've run into plenty of bear out in the woods fishing stuff like that. But
Do you guys, everybody in the chat, and then we'll talk to, I probably know the answer to most. Do you guys bring anything when you come for protection? I don't know. A lot of states are open carry or conceal and carry. Jersey's really strict about that sort of stuff. I don't know how Connecticut is, but do you guys bring like bear spray or tasers or guns with you when you go out metal detecting? Anybody in the chat?
Yeah,
How do you
let's
keep yourself
see.
safe?
I'm a pretty versatile martial artist when it comes to wielding a leash. So
Shovel.
That's true. The
Yeah,
lashes
double.
can come in handy.
it's a capable weapon.
Yeah. And that's actually came to mind because I used to live a little closer to Newark, which is in New Jersey, and it's not like the best town to be just walking around by yourself, but there's a huge park over there that I wanted to try.
Very old.
But the first thing, and this is kind of early in my metal detecting years, I was looking it up in forums, and it was like I got robbed in this park, and they stole my metal detector. So,
You
so
just-
That's a
I,
good
trick is to
day.
just spin in a wide circle with your leash held out and just swing around as much as possible, and keep a wide area and then
official gold digger brings his fists, which are pretty deadly weapons.
registered weapons, right?
Yeah.
Not to a bear. They'll
You
fit
got a
right in his
permit?
mouth.
You got a permit for those? So,
Listen, I mean, I think if New Jersey was more reasonable with it, I would carry my pistol on me, but
yeah,
yeah,
it's
don't need
nice to
trouble.
have that peace of mind.
Yeah.
That's
Not that I've
Yeah.
ever needed, even get any question of using it, but break it out of the house a little bit. Why not?
Tyler's got the Sir K Excalibur shovel. I do want one of those shovels though.
I do too.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, I gotta make the leap into a different shovel soon. Sometimes a little bit of a hybrid between the Root Slayer and the Lash.
Mm-hmm. And
So
the
Slayer, I mean, I feel like that's very intimidating, and you got people like Trey who forget their Lash all the time, and then you gotta use a Root Slayer in a yard or something like that. But
well, so I mean, some of the main shovels out there, right? You got the Lash.
Yep.
You got Amazon. The Root Slayer is like the first thing that pops up most of the time when you see it, and
Yeah.
they're a cheap option.
yeah.
And then you got what's the
Grave digger.
Grave Diggers.
Grave
Is that who
Diggers
does the
are really cool.
Piranha? Is that
Excalibur, Piranha. Yep.
Oh, okay. Excalibur. There's a bunch out there. Someone had a couple months ago had mentioned one. Was it Excalibur?
Excalibur.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it is.
When
Okay.
we brought up their website, they had a bunch of
Yeah,
different
those are
knights.
really sweet. I think that would be a really cool one to get into. I think it was Tyler who must have brought it up, but yeah, there's so much stuff, and you can always use more shovels and try different stuff out. But
Yeah.
even I would with the ball handle instead of the loop. Like I like the loop, but the ball handle it's a little bit shorter. It seems like it's a little bit more versatile.
Yeah, I know a
Is that
lot
the
of
one you had,
people.
Joe? Sorry.
Close the door.
Run air.
That was what?
Oh, that's funny.
No, when was it a Root Slayer that you bent in the field at Groro that one time?
Yeah. Bandit,
Yeah,
I
that
broke
was
it in half. Yeah, that was a Slayer.
But
that's the
that was
thing.
that short one, right? With just the,
Yeah.
the knob
The
handle.
skinnier.
No knob handle. Oh yeah, it did have a knob handle. I take
Yeah.
that back. Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. That was a while ago.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool to give back to the community that's actually making shovels for detectorists.
Yeah.
I mean, Lush is great. basically.
This
Lash is actually a garden tool company.
Yeah.
Detecting shovels are like their side business,
yeah.
but
I
still
think
got
they're
they're
a lot.
great
out in New
shovels.
Jersey though, right? Lush is.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they're out of New Jersey. So
Gravedigger
yeah,
is
that's right.
one made for diggers by a digger, but they're a little heavy, you know.
That's why. That's
What?
why. Who brought it up?
What shovel's
Tyler.
heavy? Yeah, Tyler, I think, brought it up last time, too. That's
Yeah,
why we
the
went to the site,
Excalibur.
put it up there.
Yeah.
I think Nancy put the site up last time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lot of
Gravedigger does
people-
seem handy or heavy, and so does Excalibur. Excalibur seems a little heavy too. They
Well,
just
is it?
look
What's, it's Gravedigger that has the squared off shaft, right?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Which is cool when you're talking about the mine lab detector as a shaft itself. But when you're looking at a shovel, I feel like a squared off shovel. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I have to grip it real good. I feel like the square is not super
Yeah.
ergonomic in that factor.
Yeah.
But that being said, they're very popular.
The reason he went with that, I had Eric on my show, and
Oh,
the
okay,
reason
yeah,
the
yeah.
reason he did that is because the round shafts generally are weaker
Bend.
than a square shaft, because the 90-degree angles in the shaft itself are a lot stronger than the circle. So
Makes sense.
but
Yeah,
that's why
there
he
you
did
go.
it. And then but they are a little heavy, and Kellyco's kind of got a monopoly on them now. So boo, you know.
AV Signal said that Excalibur will actually put your name on the shovel, too, which is kind of cool.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
that's cool. Kind of be able to personalize it a little bit. You know, with the snake skins, you know, you see how popular those are and how people love them. It's good to like be able to personalize anything that you have when you're metal detecting.
Mhm.
So to put your name in a shovel or a cool snake skin on your cord,
right.
it changes it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Joe, you got a new shaft? Are you getting a new shaft, or what's going on with your?
Yeah, it's in the works. They can't find me a purple one.
Joe wants a purple,
purple.
carbon fiber shaft. That's his color. That's for sure. Got the kids now.
Always been my
The
color.
wife
Don't
says
have-
hi. Hello.
We got
No
special
comments from the
guests
chat.
coming in. We got special guests coming in on Eric's side, so
Yeah, I know.
that's funny. I'll probably use this weekend, and especially the extra time, to find a couple more permissions. I got
Yeah.
a couple of places in my mind.
Got a couple little house permissions lined up. That'll be good.
Yeah, so
That'd be
let's see. Ram detecting actually uses the player, the Nomad. He said
Okay.
it's okay, but I don't like the knob. I
You
don't
know,
like.
I guess ultimately, what I often do in the field, I have the Trey and I both have the circle handle root slayer, and I usually grab that through the back and sling it over my shoulder like that. And sometimes I'll just put my whole forearm through it. So I kind of forgot about that aspect of it.
I use that one because it's huge. You can dig a huge plug if you're out in the field
And
you
still hit
wanna
tracks.
dig a hole. Oh. Yeah.
What?
And definitely it'll cut a trime right in half if you need it.
Guaranteed
Oh, no.
it cuts through.
That's for sure. We all witnessed that.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh, Key
Hey,
Dig
good
Kid.
evening, Digging Canuck.
Oh, is
Liz
Liz in
jumping.
here?
Yeah, she just jumped in.
At the whole
Oh, hey Liz. Speaking of metal detectorists and being on fire, Liz cannot stop finding cool stuff.
Right.
Jeez. Shit, that
You know, you guys
ORX is
haven't-
killing it for her, man.
Yeah.
I messaged her
Oh,
the
hey,
other day about it.
James. He has been finding ring after ring after ring, man. It's insane. I don't know how she's doing it, but it is the ORX. She switched over to the ORX, and it seems like she's been just finding things
Finding
left
it.
and right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I disappeared for a
she
second. My
has
light-
You did. Where'd you go?
My light turned off, so it was just.
Teleportation. Teleported.
Does she have any
Whatever.
videos out of that? Oh, she just released one yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, another
she
ring.
says it's the ORX, which
Create
is,
a custom brand.
you know, I haven't tried any of the Deus family, but that was the, you know, more affordable option from the Deus, the XP Deus. So now the ORX, I want to try it after seeing how much she's been killing it.
She's been
I don't know.
destroying it.
It's nuts. I know I want to use the Deus really badly, but it's just
Yeah.
another expense that, you know, and then you got Garrett probably or hopefully coming out with the new AT series eventually in the future. Is this some of Liz's finds?
Yeah, this is the ORX
Yeah.
video here. For the one she's released yesterday. So that's a cool little
Insane.
thing.
I can't
there.
believe she keeps finding all this
Yeah,
stuff,
just
man.
kicking ass with that machine, man. She's found, I
Yeah.
think, like 3 silver rings and a gold ring since having the ORX. It's nuts, man.
And she's found silver coins too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just been
Liz,
killing it.
are these in the same spots that she's normally hunted?
I don't know. I didn't ask her that.
Yeah, I
She's
wonder,
in chat. Ask her.
Hey Liz, are these the same spots that you normally hunt, or are you getting on new permissions too?
Look at this.
Hey Midtown Mackie, what's going on, man? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's legit.
Look at that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, XP is one of those brands that, a lot of people, I feel like before the ORX was out, what do you just dive in at the Deus level? I don't know much about them besides that Greg hunts with one. It's a nice machine. It's that internal, wiring and everything for the coil, but
Yeah, you can get cheaper options for the Deus. It's just you can literally get it without the head unit.
so it's like modular effectively.
Yeah.
Right?
So the coolest thing about it is that you can take that head unit out and not even use it or whatever it may be. But so it'll be cheaper if you don't want the module. But I mean,
Liz says she's digging a lot of ballparks. Never had a
Sure.
permission.
The Deus itself is just like there's a lot to them. Like a lot of people don't know how to order them. A lot of people, putting them on websites is really hard because there's like so many things that has to go with them.
Yeah.
And so they're a little, I would say they're just a little bit intimidating for people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's obvious. I mean, she's been using the Deus for how long? I mean, it's absolutely smashing it. The Deus is, or the XP ORX.
The ORX,
but still, and it's really good with iron infested areas. The Deus and the ORX. So, that's exciting. I think that after I seeing her, I said, man, I'm gonna have to put one of those in my arsenal, like personally for me. 'Cause I don't have one, but it's over now. It's coming.
The release of that was it flew under the radar. I feel like for the ORX, it came out and then I saw a couple things on it and then it almost disappeared. And I think that was probably right about the time the Simplex was probably dropping, or at least
a little bit before, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
She said she digs ballpark. She's never had a permission.
that's right, because she says she's scared to door knock. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Remember, she was on the show.
Yeah.
True. Well, it makes sense, right? I guess, and it goes without being said for up in Canada, down here, the aggressive parents at the Little League game, going crazy, rings flying everywhere, maybe some fisticuffs out there after a bad t-ball pitch, which isn't even a thing. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't get a lot of, or we don't do a lot of, is the public park hunting. And it's funny. I mean, we found one of our more historically significant finds, the George Washington button in a park, in a public park. So I don't give it the credit that it deserves. And a lot of these guys that are in Brooklyn or over by the city, in Staten Island, we were talking to them last weekend, they're doing pretty much only public spots.
Yeah. It's crazy. Producing and producing and producing.
Yeah.
Those layers of history.
Well, those
I'll
are
tell you
It's always a thing too. It's like, all right, there's a million people watching, and there's a lot of people who I'm sure are interested, but it's just like you don't want to deal with the hassle where it's like, you get a permission, a private permission. No one's gonna bother you. If someone, God forbid, does, you have permission. And so for me, that's just an extra added stress factor of like, okay, if I could get, if back against the wall, I think no matter what, public spots are great. It's just for me, it's just that extra factor.
Yep. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the only time I've really been walked up on a private permission, I was doing a field all by myself, and the neighbor, who had no idea who I was, kind of snuck up on me. And when I looked up, he was sitting right in front of me, and he was a police officer. So he scared the living hell out of me, that's for sure. But other than that, I've never really been bothered, other than people saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" If you're
It happened to us on Sunday, Trey.
Yeah. And
That lady scared the hell out of both of us.
The Wanderer said, "I hunt with a Deus user often. We both have great finds, and there are areas where I do better than him, but other hunts he hunts me or out hunts me with a Nox 800. Both are great machines," which I agree. Yeah, both are amazing machines. I do notice that Greg in a public park or like any of those areas will outdig most of the people that are with him. Like at a house, for example, like a house or a park, he usually outdigs the person that he's hunting with. But in a field, I feel like it's almost the opposite.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
feel like the Deus doesn't have, and I could be totally wrong here, but do they have a large coil for that?
Yeah,
machine?
they do. It's expensive. They
Oh,
have,
okay.
yeah, they have a larger.
Because
they
I know
have
the
two-
stock
two-
is the
two
stock
different
like
coil
8
series.
inches or something, like relatively smaller
It's
than
pretty
a normal.
small.
Yeah,
I don't know what
nine-
the stock.
9
Yeah,
and
stock
what is it,
coil.
11 or 13 inch?
Oh, is it
Yeah.
okay?
I think they don't. I don't think there's one
for
any
some reason I
bigger
thought
than
it
a
was small.
13 though.
Yeah, that was like
it's
the
not
day,
huge.
Like the day we had you guys up. You know, he only found that cat bust dime.
Yeah,
and
he
all
found
you
one
guys-
dime.
You guys like tore it up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Knocks. So
I was gonna say though,
Yeah.
with you guys though, and your parks up there, like my parks aren't nearly as old as yours. Your parks up there are freaking old, man. I mean, people
Yeah.
walked over them for
Mhm.
hundreds of years. I mean, you've got years and years. You dig up a layer of all these finds, and there's still more finds underneath them. Now you've
Yeah.
opened those signals up. So
Yeah.
man, you guys got it made over there. I've say
That
it
was our
time
Boy
and
Scout
time
camp.
again. You know, I mean, that's
I
where it's
mean,
at.
I've been to a park and I've dug a KG3. So that's late 1700s. Like, that's insane at a public park.
Yeah.
It's nuts. So we do have a lot of opportunity out here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
It's
you're
just-
from here, Trey. You already know what it's like digging in Missouri, man.
It's tough, man.
It's
every
tough,
time I
man.
come back, I'm with my dad. We're doing research. We drive around for hours trying to find a good spot. We'll hit a spot, nothing. Hit a spot, nothing. The crazy, he's gone to random like empty lots and been able to find a couple like Indians and Mercs and stuff like that. But it's like striking gold out there when you find something like that.
Well,
you know what I
Indians and
mean?
Mercs are a lot more common than you don't see large scents around here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
We
not at
don't
all.
dig them. They're not here, dude. You know.
Yeah, and see, like Tyler said, I dug 2 barber halves in the same day at a park. Like,
Crazy.
what? That's insane
That's a
to me.
great day.
Yeah,
I don't even know how that's
So-
possible.
and hopefully, I was thinking that that Boy Scout camp that we went to, 1930s is a little too late for barbers, but I was hoping for him. And then as soon as I leave, Joe pulls a barber quarter. So
No,
At
Trey, you
At that
gotta,
time,
you
they were
gotta,
still in circulation.
yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta
What'd you
understand.
say?
I mean,
I said at that time they were still in circulation.
yeah.
yeah, no, exactly. So it's definitely possible.
You got to look at it like this. Like you go to a 1940s house, people in 1940, and just like you today, you can reach into your pocket and find 40-year-old change right in your pocket right now. That's the way it
That's
was
true.
back then, you know? So you go to a house from the 50s, you're still going to find coins
Yeah.
from the early
Yeah.
1900s easy, you know? Or it's possible.
Wanders, I dug an 1873 seated dime at a park. And then Ezra says he's never dug a park. So you got a bunch of different people out there, man. You know, it just depends on what you prefer. But
Yeah. James says out in Des Moines, there's some good stuff in the public parks. So
yeah.
I don't know. You never know what you're gonna get ultimately. Even a modern house, you never know what it's sitting on top of at that
Nope.
point. So
That's true.
I dug my oldest coin in the 1970s front yard. So you never know, man. You never know. 1750, oldest silver, 1751. So yeah. So it's, I mean, you just got to really think about your permissions and what happened back in the day. And 200 years ago, we were thinking about that Boy Scout camp. We said it used to be a farm back in the 1700s. So you never know what you're going to find, you know? Joe found an ox knob as well.
Yep.
Is not new by any means. You know what I mean? A good sign that they were farming it back in the day. So I don't know. I still prefer going out to an old historical farm and just swinging away in a field, man. Just walking left and right and swinging for an hour. I don't care if I don't hear anything for 30 minutes. As I hear that one tone, I'm like, oh,
a
hell
dead
yeah. That's
stopper, like
what, yeah,
That's the best. That's the best feeling.
right.
it is.
Dude,
Yeah,
we're
it's
getting
so
on to
nice.
we're getting close to harvest time, guys. Which
There
is
we are.
the second coming of the season realistically. And that's the cool thing about the hobby. I mean, early in the spring, the thaw is exciting. And then, even in the summer, you're still able to hunt, but you're obviously more on house permission stuff that's been consistently mowed or whatnot. And then just the cycle is just nice,
Yeah.
keeps
Nah,
you
yeah.
on your toes.
It's funny, man, because even this hobby, you're always on a time crunch. It feels like, because like you said, in the spring you're fighting the planting of the fields. In the fall you're fighting for when it's too cold. Luckily this year it never got really that cold where it stopped us from digging.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get another mild winter like that, but you never know.
Yeah, but what this summer's been brutal. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
the summer's been really hot.
But you
so-
can definitely tell that the season is changing early.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
definitely
is.
gotten chilly outside.
Well, it's like coincided with the first day of school. I feel like for everyone, it just got crisp fall mornings right as like school started to open back up and whatnot.
Are your
It's
kid
funny.
are the kids going to physical school up there now?
Yeah.
They are?
Yeah,
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Some of them are
different.
you can opt in out. You do
each town is
last
different.
days.
Yeah, you
My
go
wife-
2 days on, then the other half goes 2 days on, and yeah.
My wife is remoting for until November.
Wow.
Really?
So
Yeah,
I know
my-
a lot of schools pivoted and
But my kids are going to go to school 2 days a week,
Yeah.
and then the rest are
Yeah,
remote.
yeah, then the rest remote. That's what they're all doing,
remote
I
from
think.
home the rest of the week, or they can remote in school.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
but
weird.
I don't know.
hey, we're halfway, Joe. Do you want to do that giveaway?
Yeah, but I don't have the bag with me. But
Oh,
we
you
can
don't?
no, it's in. I have to leave for a second to go get it if you want me to do that.
Yeah, go grab it real quick.
I can
So
do that.
we didn't announce it because we like to give the people who are the loyal followers a chance to win stuff. I didn't want a bunch of fake people coming in and just joining us for
Giveaways.
just for the giveaway. So we're gonna do a little bag. We had an extra bag that Joe had at his house. He's like, should we just do the giveaway today? And we're all like, yeah, well, might as well. So hey, Charlie, what's up, man? You made it just in time. We're gonna give away I think it's a fines bag, a Garrett's fines bag.
Charlie
So
in the house.
so Joe's gonna find it. I know there's a lot of MindLab users in here, but you can put your junk in any kind of bag. It doesn't really matter what name is on it. So
Right.
what do we got, Joe? You there? You got
here.
it?
I got it.
Halfway through. You made it halfway
Mm.
through. He's got this
Yeah.
sweet Garrett bag.
It's a tree.
Well, I guess it
No.
wasn't even
Garrett
where to
bag,
get it.
trust us. Trust us.
Are we giving away that detector next to the tree? Is that what
Yeah, I
it
think
is?
that's what it is. Yeah. So
Yeah,
what should the
Brandon.
contest be tonight?
I don't know.
What should we do? What do you guys think?
Sounds
How
like
do you want to
some
win?
Crazy contest. Come on, Mike.
Well, we've been. I don't know how easy how hard do we want it? How easy?
Let's make it a little tough. There's not a lot of people.
Because I have a lot of questions that I could ask. I don't know if the answers are easy because, quite frankly, I don't know the answers. So I could come up with a lot of questions.
Charlie says he loves Garrett bags.
I have Google at the ready. So
Yeah, so I think I have one that, I mean, obviously, if you Google it, you may be able to find it. You will be able to find. You can find anything on Google,
Yeah, Google's got
What's Mike's first name? Go.
right?
everything. Do not. That is not part of the giveaway.
Okay, so actually, I have a good one. I don't know. I mean, it's a Google away, but if people give the old Scouts honor based on hunting at a Scouts camp, I could do one. I mean, I don't know.
All right. Mike is about to ask a question.
All right. So we've been talking about park slot. So first person to respond with the day and year that the National Park Service was founded could win.
There we go. Who's gonna do it?
Well, how many people?
Oh.
Stream just dropped 15 people.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
that's not
Just
good.
kidding. No, I was
Oh.
just because they went to Google. I was just
Oh,
kidding.
because they did that. I was like, oh, crap. What?
Oh, that's funny. We'll see if somebody says it. Uh-oh. There's the year. Do you want the day too?
Yeah, but that's not the right year.
Oh. Year and day.
Well,
that-
yeah, there's a specific, like, even on Google, it gives you a day and a year. And listen, there we go.
No, nobody
Nancy
can
got it.
understand you.
Right off the rip, August 25th. So they just surpassed their what?
I gotta send a Garrett bag to Nancy. Really?
No, she's donating it to Ezra.
Oh,
Oh, that's
nice.
nice.
Hey, Ezra.
It's a passive forward move.
There we go.
Probably because Trey has not sent out Ezra his stickers yet, right?
Yeah. Put the
That's probably
stickers in
what
the
it is.
bag, okay?
Yeah, there we go. It'll get to him. one way or another. All right. Well, Ezra, you're the lucky winner tonight, even though you didn't even guess. So that's the way it works.
You know what? We've got a very, very generous chat, viewership.
Yeah, that's true. And I like to see it because it's kind of, we have a little bit of a lower.
Oh,
viewership.
Ezra now wants to donate it to someone else because he just got a new one.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
why don't we just run it again? Ask another question.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's up, Paul?
Where did Ezra? Did I give you Ezra? Did I send you a bag? Is that what you're talking
He
about?
said he just got a new one. Maybe it was you.
Maybe I did send him one.
Hey, Scuba Sonya's in house too.
All right, we got to figure out a new one.
Sonia?
What's up, Sonia? Oh man, All right, so
I got this one.
Okay.
They have to do research on our own channel, but this is maybe our first video. What is my very first silver coin ever found?
We'll be here all night
Very
long, man.
first silver coin ever found. Whoever guesses that gets the Garrett bag forever and ever. Forever hold your peace.
Oh, see, I didn't send one to Ezra. I didn't remember. I didn't think I did. I was trying to remember if I did or not. Was I supposed to?
He said no, you didn't send one.
It was not a Merc. Oh, Paul got it. It was a seated dime. That was my very first ever silver find.
That's a hell of a first silver.
So,
I gotta send Paul.
wait. We all know Paul uses his handy dandy bag though. The magic never-ending bag, right?
Oh, God.
I think it's the utility bag. Of
He
utility
knew that was his first guess. He must have
That's
remembered
awesome.
if I told him. So.
Oh, now he's giving it away.
He said I got one. Who wants it?
We can't even give stuff away here.
They don't even-
That's what. See, but that's a good thing. They're not here for the giveaway.
Right?
We're paying it forward.
No, nobody just wants a Garrett bag.
Charlie wants it. It's like
All
Charlie wants
knocked out up here. What?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Paul said he has a good memory. James with the Liberty 1900. That's a good. James is one of my good friends from college. We ran cross country together. He is nice enough to be in here and hanging out with everybody. Yeah, I don't even know if he's ever touched a metal.
He
stick.
said he wants the
parks
bag.
of Des Moines, bro. The parks of Des Moines. They're flourishing with coins.
Am I giving this
That's
thing to
really-
Charlie or what? Charlie the winner? What's the story?
Charlie, do you want it, man? I don't.
There we go.
Maybe we'll just do it again some other time. Maybe we do bring a bunch of fake fans in here so we can actually give it away next time. Oh, God. The guy who
He said he wants it, so it's going to Charlie.
There we go.
Okay, Charlie, it's all yours, buddy. It's coming your way.
Least we can do.
Yeah, exactly. We do own one, so that's for sure. My internet.
You have to pay shipping though, there, Charlie.
Right.
I forgot to tell you that.
Oh gosh, I do owe I think Sonia and one other person the digger the scuba diving sticker still from.
Actually, Trey, you know what? We can hold it hostage till he invites us down again.
Oh, true. We'll just deliver it. We'll hand deliver it, Charlie.
There
We'll
we
be
We'll
there.
hand deliver it. So make a plan, bub.
He said use a passenger pigeon. Nah, we'll
Right?
come down there.
Honestly, it might be
It's
fast.
gotta be one hell of a pigeon.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so I mean we're gonna have a couple videos coming out in the next 2 weeks. We got one coming out that's a little more fun. It's between Mike and I lost. Did I lose my Oh no. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
we're
I was
here.
frozen.
We just all stopped moving just to freak you out.
You really did all freeze at the same time. I didn't know.
Right.
It's between Mike and I again. We got a couple more scenes to film there, but it should be coming out this week. And then we got Joe and I's hunt coming up the next week after that. So make sure to watch it, guys, because they're good. They're good. Then Mike and I's it's a different kind of hunt.
It'll
so.
be it's variety is the spice of
Switching it
life,
up,
so they
switching
say.
it up.
Non-metal detecting etiquette.
No, it's a contest. It's a competition between Mike, me, and Andy.
Okay. Tot Lot Challenge Part 2.
They leave me allowed a lot of stuff. It's okay. Just like chat
Mm.
here. Yeah, same thing. I just get the
Where is
abuse.
Mark? He hasn't been talking a lot
Yeah, he's
tonight.
quiet.
That's because I'm talking tonight. He's
Right.
not here because I'm talking. That's why.
He's got nobody to make fun of. See you,
Yeah.
Midtown Mackie. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Terry wasn't able to show up. I'm sorry we didn't have a guest tonight, so we're kind of winging it. But it's fun just to kind of chat with people in
gang.
here. Yeah, we did a clad contest, Tyler, and the best man doesn't always win. Let's just leave it at that.
Mhm.
It, you know, what do they say? The victor writes history or something like that. You know, so whatever that saying is. We'll see. We'll see who gets erased from the history books. But
Yeah. So, but it'll be a good one. I've been doing a lot of research, looking at a lot of old maps, and listen, man, I don't know. Do you guys know the best way to match up an old map to a current map?
like,
What is
overlay, you're saying?
There's
Yeah,
that
kind
one
of
Gaia
overlays.
website.
Yeah, I
I-
looked into that.
Yeah, Gaia, I don't have anymore. It gets pretty expensive, I think. Isn't Gaia kind of pricey? Eric, don't
I
you have
think it's
Gaia?
a free version and a paid version, so I don't know.
Okay.
Joel has it. Joel has an affiliate link too.
Oh, that's right. It was Joel who had the
Yeah.
affiliate link. So that's a good one, but it doesn't have like 1800s maps if they're available. Usually they're like early 1900s. Some of the other ones are kind of old, but I know Mike, was it me and you were trying to do an overlay on Google Earth?
Yeah. We were at your apartment trying to do it.
Yeah.
It is an arduous process to really figure, especially when you're looking at, well, listen, right? An aerial view of a house on an old map, right, is a small dot. So you're trying to line up the roads, but then they've altered the roads. So you're trying to get up the best approximation of what roads were where, or is that the same turn? And you know what? I mean, ultimately, I guess Trey and I were going to like the next level of detail there, but still, I mean, we're trying to hone in on like, all right,
What?
here's the 900 square feet
You
of
ever
where
done
we
the
need to be
historic
versus.
aerials? I guess is that what you're talking
mile.
about?
What's
What'd
that?
you say?
Historic aerials.
Yeah, I use historic
you-
aerials.
Is that
Actually,
what-
I think I just got an email from them today.
I get it all the time. That email.
Yeah, what did they? It was something.
Ezra, I haven't seen it. Did he put out a oh, did he? Okay. I haven't watched it yet. He said 5280 Adventures just put out a good one.
Oh,
with great
nice.
maps. I didn't watch. I did see that he posted
Yeah.
posted that out recently, so I got to get over there and look at it then. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ezra? How are you doing research? Are you looking at the old maps or what are you doing up there? He's up in Maine, so I don't even know. I was trying to find some historical maps of Connecticut the last time that we were in there, and there's actually quite a bit. And I see Paul, he said, just
go
go
over.
back over Trey's holes, which, come on. Let's be real. The only controversial one that may have been mine was the Barber $50 that I might.
Yeah, and who misses a barber half? Just a
It was on edge, and I don't even know if it was me. Okay, so who knows?
right.
But other than that, I don't miss anything ever. I don't
That's
miss
true.
anything ever.
It's true. He's got a 100 or 99.9.
Those are historical aerials, Andy.
Yeah, I just wanted to just check this out real quick. I wanted to see if so we can overlay the roads from then and now,
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
so
What's the
it's
oldest
like
year
could
that you have by
see-
you?
Like you could see right here, all these roads are here, but if you turn this off, there's nothing
weren't
there.
there.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it kind of gives
Tyler
you an
said click
idea,
on compare.
huh?
Tyler said click on compare.
And then if you flashlight it, it'll show you the map as it is now and as it was then.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
pretty neat.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
That's
so
what-
you
Man, I
see
need
it,
to
but
hop
it's,
on there.
and we turn off the. But there's all kinds of stuff. Like you can do. There's a lot to this, and then if you find something that you really want to keep, you can pay like $5 and print it off, or
I mean,
buy a
you
subscription
go
to it.
You go to Topos, there's the older maps.
Yeah. What I and we
Oh,
kind of
okay. So
we
they'll
kind of
put
touched
older
on this
historical
too.
maps.
Yeah, if you switch between the two style maps, you often find an older map on the topographical ones than you do on the regular ones.
Mhm.
And you can see where actually the squares in the map are home sites.
Yeah, which is I mean,
Oh, so they do have some older ones on there then.
Wait,
huh?
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
you
wait.
got
yeah, you just have to
that-
switch
that
between the aerial. and the
1800s.
top.
Let me turn
Yeah.
this off.
Depends on your area.
Yeah,
this
which
off.
is very true because I mean, even
So you
like
saying like that little square? Hold on, I gotta turn this overlay
All
off.
those little squares are home sites.
Yeah, their home sides. Sometimes they'll actually
Really?
label them.
games and stuff.
Yeah. They'll label them as like churches or
Really?
schoolhouses.
And that's
or
on
whatever.
this. It's that.
Church.
And so this is on the historic aerials. That those little squares are the home sites, or is that just all topo maps?
That's
I don't
just
know,
a
I-
All,
historical map.
all the topo maps.
Yeah.
Some date ranges might not have them. I
Ooh.
think as you get sometimes later, like in my area, I could go all the way back to like 1830s or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
only goes back to 1915 for this
It's- that's
particular.
what I
Is that
was
a
gonna
19?
say.
This isn't my area. This isn't where I live. This was just
That's exactly
what was
Andy's house.
popped up. Yeah, right there, right here,
Rob him.
right here.
Lots of detectors.
That's it.
No,
no,
but
was
I
just-
mean, even what we were talking about before, right? Is that I always want to go and see. Oh, I want to see those 1830s maps on there, right? And that's what you want to lock in on. But at the end of the day, you get a 1915 map and you see a well-established farm field. You know that it's got some good stuff in it, regardless, right? And then I always have to kind of check myself with that. I was thinking about it the other day. And I was like, well, ultimately, got to go back and look at some of the newer maps because I always want to jump to the oldest one out there, but sometimes it's that layering and figuring out, okay, this map might not be available. Let me work off the oldest of the things, even though it might not be as old as I want it to be, and kind of
Right.
work off of that and do a little bit more sleuthing. It's tough. Got to do a lot of research.
I've been doing a lot of cold calling, cold messaging, anything I can do, man. I'm the modern day phone salesman at this point because I've been trying a lot of different stuff to figure out some new permissions. So we'll see if they play out. I don't know. I got a 1700s carriage house in my eyes right now that I'm gonna probably go visit this weekend. That's one of the spots I'm close to us, Mike.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. That just says go to your local historical society, which actually has panned out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, and it's actually benefited us at least once for
Yeah.
sure.
We got
So-
some stuff cooking right now with some
And you-
historical society.
And the cool thing about that too is if you're not like too greedy, a lot of the times the historical society is going to want to keep or
Right.
display the stuff for the town, and that's part of the the allure for them is like, okay, yeah, they might be metal detecting, we're kind of weird about it, but if they find some cool stuff that we can have for the actual city or the town that we're in, I mean, if you don't feel uncomfortable giving them things, we
Yeah.
don't. I mean, let's be real, we're doing it just to save whatever history we can possibly find, If you find some cool stuff, work it out with them, but big deal, you know what I mean?
And
Something
the
you
stuff
give
that
them.
we look for often isn't the stuff that they want. It's a coin is great, right? And it's a lot cooler for us when we're trying to find bucket list coins. But when they're finding, it might be something that you would consider trash, but it's something that may tie back to an old company in the town or stuff like that they
Yeah.
want, they might value more than we do, And I mean, and I think Ezra brought it up too. Go to the local historical society, but look at the maps they have there. and-
Right. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
And actually, the
absolutely.
historical society that we've been working with specifically has a map room, and they have their map room on their website as well. So it's pretty cool to kind of dive in there. And not everyone has something like that, but to have it at your disposal is super cool. And
If
I-
you
Oh,
said-
yeah. If
if
he
you-
said Avenza maps.
yeah,
Ooh, I've never checked that one.
Yeah, I've never seen Avenza before, but he
it's
said
an app. He
that,
says on your phone.
It has overlay with GPS involved, which is kind of like Gaia, but I've
Yeah.
never heard of Avenza. I'll have to check that out. Thanks, Iffy. So that's pretty cool. I mean, anything that you can use now, it's going to involve technology at this point. I mean, there's a lot of information out there, but it's still worth it to go to your local library or your local historical society because they're going to have things that may or may not be something you can find on the internet. You know what I mean? like when you look at Larry, he's got some older maps that you
Yeah.
don't necessarily find.
He says he drives right to cellar holes from the app.
Jeez, that's pretty cool. We'll
That's
have to
a-
try that out. We'll have to look it up. So, does it cost anything, Iffy, or do you have to pay for it? I'm not sure. Is that it
You
right
see
there?
what Paul said?
Yeah, this is it. I mean, it's not it,
maps.
but
Wow, that's really cool, Paul. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
That's really neat. Paul doesn't want anyone to know that his family member was the British spy. Is what it is, right?
Tyler said sometimes he reverts to prayer and dowsing rods. Yeah, sometimes I actually sacrifice one lamb before the night of the hunt just to make
Makes for good barbecue the next day too.
yeah, so it's good on both ends. You know what I mean? And if he says it's free, so that's good. That's good.
there are
Well, I'll
some
try to-
paid versions of it, though. You can go pro and get special features.
Yeah, they got to make money somehow, so
Of
that's
course.
understandable. But, well, there we go. We got one. Emerald City Diggers. Hey guys, what's going on?
going
And
on?
Jersey History Hunters.
Dang. All
Oh,
right.
we're just chilling, hanging out. We were
Alright.
talking about some good permission finding skills, and then we did a giveaway, which no one wanted, so we are gonna drive it down to Charlie. So,
Open treasures, what's up?
Hey, if you give it to Charlie, then that means you're getting over to him, and he can get you on one of his amazing spots.
that's right.
The
It's a
plan,
total
Paul.
win.
That's right.
Actually, give him a couple extra goodies, so he brings you all the
Right.
time.
Well, Jersey History Hunters will be on the show,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming up.
2 weeks.
so we're excited about that.
Looking
When
forward
are they
to
You
gonna
it.
be
know,
on the
and
show?
we're so close.
Yeah.
You guys are so stinking close. You and Sonia, you guys are so close to us, and we haven't dug together, which is upsetting. So we really need to get together, and do a hunt together. So maybe we'll bring them out to the farm. I'm gonna reach out to
that'd be
them
good.
soon, so maybe we'll bring them out to the farm. Hey, Jersey History Hunters, Sonia, do you guys want to come out to the farm and hunt? If I can, if they're done harvesting, let us know because we really want to go out with you guys.
I've been having dreams about the farm recently. It's
I know.
it's calling to me.
All right, yeah. Sonia said make it happen. So
There
let's
we
get the
go.
Jersey. Let's get the Jersey.
And with
kids
the
all
history hunters,
together.
all right, we're in. We got a collab hunt coming.
Sweet.
Man.
Okay, cool. I'm down with that.
I'm to get my coins back.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you tickled a couple out of there so far, right?
Digologist just joined. What's
Who
up,
would
Diggers?
believe
Hey,
that
buddy.
place is so overgrown, man? Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like
Which
it's
spot?
chest
Oh, that-
high and with just weeds.
It makes you want to just buy a, one of those.
Like all the heavy duty.
Yeah,
I
the
wanna do
heavy
like one of those
duty.
commercials where they're like, oh, it's like a Husqvarna commercial or something like that, and then it's just the overgrown house, and then the guy first tears everything down with the.
Yeah,
I just
we
want to do
want-
one of those videos with it.
I want
Just
one
work
of
all
those.
the way
One of
down
those
to the
brush
weed whacker.
hogs.
Yeah.
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 So-
Oh man. Those
Emerald
things-
City Diggers said they just got a permission. Just
There we
just
go.
wait, just lost a permission
Wait, what?
drive, but it was torn down. Ah, that's unfortunate.
Oh dang.
Man, that stinks.
It's a tough part. I mean, I guess you maybe whip out the small coil and try and pick through any rubble there, but still, that's just gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, you always hate to see an older place, get torn down.
Paul, we need that number. He asked how the farm down there. We don't have the number anymore. We need the
Yeah.
number. We haven't been able to reach out to him. Get us.
Supposedly
number.
Charlie
Come
had the
visit us.
number and nobody could find it.
Yeah, Charlie had sent it over to Julian, and I think he sent me a picture of it, maybe. But yeah, we need the number.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Let's see. How did the farm? Yeah, we never
Wife
tried
with
it out.
triplets.
Oh gosh. Oh man. Well,
That's
yeah, we're
tough.
excited to get out with the the Jersey crew. That's enough land over there, so I need to reach out to them and see what we can do. Give it another shot because there's definitely coins there. They did and the good thing about it, they didn't plow it, but they did turn the land a little bit. So it turned over a good 5 or 6 inches, I think. So
More
hopefully-
than enough for what we need, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully
man.
they turned up some of those reals on edge.
Even if
Ooh.
they, a couple taco stuff, I'll take it.
Yeah,
Whatever-
that's okay.
whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got, fellas? We were able to ramble for an hour without our
Right.
guest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shoot the
So-
breeze.
It was
speaking of permissions, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Because I saw this on one of the Facebook pages. If you got a permission, would you give all your fines to the person that gave you permission?
If yes, and I only say that because if it was a predetermined, like, hey, this is what you got to do if you want to hunt here.
Yeah.
I say yes, only because of two things. One, we make videos, obviously, so we need content.
Yeah.
So that if it's a good permission, and then two, if we're not hunting it, then no one's gonna hunt it, and it's just gonna sit there, and it's gonna go away eventually. Not the silver, obviously, but some of the other stuff. Screw it, man. I would try to use my selling skills and
Exactly.
knock them down to 50-50 or something along those lines, or give them the puppy dog eyes. But if that's what they made in the upfront and said, hey, you can dig here, but we keep everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did at the Boy Scout camp. The guy wanted all the Boy Scout stuff we found. So
Right.
we gave it to him.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, yes.
I kind of have I agree with that, but I also have a kind of hard one with that because I also see it as,
Of course you do.
well, hold on now, not because I'm not a bad person. I just know that we spend hours and weeks and months and days and years honing our skills, learning our metal detectors, getting good at it. If somebody wanted to go buy a metal detector and get out there and find this stuff, fine, go ahead and do it. But be prepared to spend the hours, weeks, months, years, and days, all that to get to where you're at. See, it's not quite so fair whenever I'm using all of my skill and all I'm doing is digging a hole and you're, you know what I'm saying? I get it that it's their property, but I'm not going to give you everything. So if you're going to be that way, I'm sorry.
But
I'm not going to dig.
Paul brings up a
because
good
that's-
point in there. It's like, yeah, you can have my Fujio. Well, right.
Yeah.
It's it's going to be one of those permissions where you dig your GW, your Fujio.
And
stuff like that.
and that's the conundrum, right? Because you say, no, I'm not going to give you that. Okay, well, then you're not digging there. That's your decision that you just made. You're not going to dig there.
Right.
So anything that's there is not going to be found. But like you said, why do it? Why do the work for someone else? I try to take a step back and look at it from the historical aspect of it. And like I said, if anything, I'm like, if someone tells me that up front, I'm going to say yes, probably eventually, but I'm going to try to work them down to, like, if I find a bucket list or something along those lines.
No, I'm working them down. Like I said, we're going to get them to let me keep something. I'm not, but if they're just adamant about saying, no, everything you find, I'm keeping, I'm really fair. If I find something that pertains to your family, your home, anything like that, I freely have no problem giving it back to you. If I find a silver dime, what the heck is that to you, man? It's a silver dime. Like, it's what is that a big deal to anybody for? So, no, I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel because we spend so much time learning our machines, honing our skill to just, say, sure, yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, have every bit of my hard work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they could
That's
go get a
fair.
metal detector and do it themselves.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
mean, that will be a, that's a good question because that will probably split the metal detecting world right down the middle. Like Paul even said it. He's like, I'd rather not waste my time, which is super valid. Like, why go there if you're not going to keep anything?
That'd be a hard pass. That'd be it for me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out, dude. I mean,
I'm not.
unless
We
you
haven't
want
run
to
into
say I
that
could
really.
have,
Have you like a full 100% we want it all type situation? I mean,
Yeah, I would still hunt it.
I dig every.
But-
Listen, if I did, I'd dig every stinking piece of trash for the first hour, and I'd just walk it over to them every time I dug some trash, and just walk it over. And then eventually, they'd probably say, just never mind, just have fun. They'll get tired of you digging up the trash and handed it to them. They probably.
And
will.
that's the problem. I love this, man. I'm so glad you asked this, Eric, because then Digologist said, "Would you give him the gold coin?" Man, that's a tough question too. And you never find a gold coin. That might be slipped right in my
That no.
right? I mean, that's the one you just
I'm
pack
just
up,
kidding.
drive
I'm
the
just
hell away.
No, I'm just kidding. But again, and then when you ask that sort of question, okay, well, that makes me step back and be like, man, that would be heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking to dig a gold coin or something you've never dug before and then someone just stick their hand out and say thank you.
And that's the line everyone always says. Oh, if you find gold, let me. I want the gold. And like, how
Yeah.
do you say? Oh, I found a gold coin, but no, I want the gold coin.
I guess you just don't say it.
And then again, Jersey History Hunter said exactly where I was coming from in the beginning. Saving history and the thrill of the hunt is enough for us. And if it means something to them, it doesn't. Or if it doesn't, then not so much. And
Yeah.
then if he was like, oh no, who said it? Oh, Paul. He said it ends up in their junk drawer and forgotten about. See, that would be the killer to me too. It's like I got all my stuff. I'm trying to figure out the best way to display it and keep it nice and even, like so people can look at it and I can teach people about it, and it's not gonna go away. But if they take those and just chuck them or don't treat them correctly, and that's tough.
I get the
But
whole
yeah.
saving history is saving history, but I also get I also just feel like, man, we put so much time into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is something that we've spent so much time learning and doing, to just take all of our expertise and knowledge, and they let me go out here, but I got to give them every bit of everything. I'm sorry. I'm just not I'm
Yeah.
not digging, man, because look, I want to save the history, but I don't want to give it all away. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again,
Man.
I think those are very rare situations. Obviously, it's fun, throwing around the hypothetical. But I think ultimately we're all in it for the thrill of the actual find there, And,
Yeah.
and again, if we got to give some stuff up, chalk it up as the toll of finding more treasure and more history.
I mean, I have a whole display for row that we still need to
Yeah.
get to them, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So-
Yeah, I guess I maybe I came across wrong because I don't want people thinking I'm that bad.
No, no.
Because I'm really not. I
No,
do, but
Andy
I
takes
mean,
it all.
I just feel like there are, I don't
Yeah.
know.
And public-
I've never had somebody say, "I want it all" to me. Never.
Right.
Never had
Yeah.
that happen. I
me
probably
neither.
would still
Yeah.
dig if
I don't.
that's the
I don't know how I would
case.
react.
But
if
if-
someone's, because that's just something I never expect to be like, yes, I want every single thing you find.
Yeah.
But then I
So-
get spitefully dig every
That's
iron.
what it was, man. The guy said he was new to the hobby and that he went to a farmer, and the guy said he wanted everything he found, and he accepted it. I was like,
Hmm.
yikes.
That's
How do you
tough.
know what you found?
Well, I'll tell you this. I went to a permission and we did not make that agreement, and I already told them how it worked as far as like me keeping what I want, and that was the first farm that I found a barber dime at, or I mean a barber quarter at, and I was like, that's special to me. That's a bucket list coin that I'd never found before. I want to keep it, and he wanted it so bad, but I was just like, listen, I love this coin, man. It's my very first barber coin. I will keep it safe for the rest of my life. I'm never going to sell it until it's worth millions of dollars. But until then, I'll be dead. So please, I was like, please, this is a bucket lister for me. And he understood and he gave it to me. So
You should have said, "Look, I'll replace it with a different barber quarter. Let me run to the coin store. If you want a barber quarter that bad, let me
would've been no
just
different.
swap it
Right.
out."
No
You know,
I'll get you one from eBay.
this one just means a lot to me.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, and even Jersey history. We said it. Most people don't ask. So
Yeah.
most people don't even know what we're really doing. So. But
No, most people
we
think
need more
we're
questions.
looking for treasure chest of gold. That's what they
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
That's like everybody who sees somebody who metal detects thinks they have found the mother lode of treasure, or that is what they're looking for. They don't realize what it is really to all of us. For
Eric,
the
we
most
need
part.
more philosophical questions like that, buddy. 'Cause
Right?
That really got us going. So, all right, guys. Well, it's been an hour. Thank you guys for coming up. Thanks, Tyler. Great stream and conversation. No guests needed. Who do we got coming up next week? I haven't looked at the schedule.
Matt Howell.
There
Oh,
we go.
Matt. So
Gone
Matt will
digging,
be
eh?
Gone Digging will be on the stream. You
That's a
guys
good
won't
one.
want to miss that one.
No
He's
way.
awesome, dude, and he knows so much about metal detecting. And now he's been doing a little bit of he's been doing some diving lately. Yeah,
He's
hasn't he?
killer. He's killer.
he's
He's
been
an amphibious
killer.
fella.
He's doing pretty
Yeah.
much everything. So come.
I hope
come by
somebody
next
don't make
week.
it next week. I want to be on with you guys. I just love
He's
Matt.
a-
He's a great guy.
He's a great dude, and I think Jersey History Hunters is after him.
think so. I didn't get a
Yeah,
call.
so I mean, we got a star-studded lineup coming up, so you
Right.
don't want to miss the next couple weeks, that's for sure. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. Thanks, Ezra,
Always a pleasure.
Rookie Treasure Hunter, Paul, Charlie, all you guys, Nancy, Sonia. We appreciate it, and hopefully we get out. I'll reach out to you, you guys, about the farm, and if we're good to go, we'll set up a date. Okay. But thanks, guys. Come back next Wednesday and keep an
Yeah,
eye out
everyone.
for our next video. It's coming out shortly. Bye, guys.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody.